Dear starseed sister of Gaia, daughter of the stars, I am Aaliyah, emissary of the Arcturian High Council of Light. I come to you today not just with words, but with a frequency of liberation. This is a targeted transmission for the feminine hearts that have been beating in the rhythm of sacrifice for far too long. If you have found yourself in this vibration today, it is because your soul has reached a tipping point. You have arrived at the most misunderstood, yet most powerful stage of your earthly journey, the day the empath stops caring. For lifetimes, and especially in this incarnation, you have carried a specific template, the template of the eternal healer. You look at a man, and you don't see his toxic behaviors, his manipulation, or his lack of effort. Instead, you see his potential. You see the broken child within him. You see the light he could be if only someone loved him enough, stayed long enough, or sacrificed enough of their own life force to pull him out of the shadows. But the Arcturian heart healers want you to look at your hands today. What are you holding? Are you holding the hand of a partner walking beside you, or are you dragging a weight that is draining your very essence? The sacred exhaustion you feel right now is not a sign of failure. It is a biological and spiritual alarm. Your Arcturian DNA is trying to purge the old paradigm of love as sacrifice. You were taught by this dense 3D world that a good woman is one who endures, who fixes, and who waits for the unawakened man to finally see her worth. But I tell you, as a voice from the stars, you are not a rehabilitation center for broken souls. You are a sovereign emissary of light. When we speak of stopping caring, we are not talking about becoming cold or heartless. We are talking about the dissolution of the karmic glue that keeps you attached to men who are not ready to meet your frequency. The day you stop caring is the day you stop trying to cure the toxic partner. It is the day you look at the manipulation, the silent treatment, and the emotional inconsistency, and instead of asking, "How can I fix this?" you ask, "Why am I still here?" This is the transition from the woman who waits to the queen who magnetizes. Most starseed women are terrified of this day because they think it means they have given up on love. In reality, it means you have finally started practicing Arcturian self-love. You are withdrawing your energy from a bottomless pit and placing it back into your own sacred womb, your own heart, and your own mission. You have spent years, perhaps decades, trying to wake him up. You've sent him videos. You've explained your feelings 1,000 times. You've prayed for his soul. And yet, he remains stagnant. The Arcturian wisdom teaches us that everyone has the right to their own pace of evolution. By trying to force his awakening, you are actually interfering with his soul's contract, and you are definitely violating yours. Your contract is not to be a crutch. Your contract is to be a beacon. A beacon does not run around the ocean trying to find ships to save. It stands tall and shines. The ships that are ready will find the light. The ships that want to stay in the dark will stay in the dark. Do you feel this? Do you feel that heavy, thick cord of duty starting to fray? That is the Arcturian frequency cutting through the manipulation. You are being called to understand that your womb wisdom is too precious to be traded for crumbs of affection from someone who hasn't even mastered the basics of emotional honesty. You have been playing small to make him feel big. You have been dimming your galactic radiance so his ego doesn't feel threatened. But the time for that is over. The final stage of awakening for an empath is the moment she realizes that her compassion without boundaries is actually self-destruction. If you recognize this exhaustion in your soul, if you are tired of being the only one rowing the boat of your relationship, it is time to drop the oars. Let the boat go where it will. You are being prepared for something much greater, a frequency of love that doesn't require you to diminish yourself. Before we move to the next revelation of how this shift opens the portal for your true divine match, I want you to claim your sovereignty. Comment below. I release the mission to fix. I embrace my mission to shine. Let the universe hear your declaration. Like this video to seal this intention in the Akashic records of your timeline, and subscribe to this channel to stay connected to your Arcturian family. Now that you have acknowledged the sacred exhaustion, we must enter the most delicate phase of this transmission, the process of withdrawing your light from the places where it is not honored. As an Arcturian starseed, your energy is highly potent. When you focus your love on a man, you are literally fueling his life with your celestial fire. This is why unawakened or manipulative men are so magnetically drawn to you. They don't just want your company. They crave your prana, your starseed essence. They use your empathy to regulate their own shadows, leaving you depleted while they remain comfortable in their stagnation. The day the empath stops caring is the day she stops being an energetic battery for the unawakened. But let us be honest, sister. This transition is not easy. When you begin to withdraw, the ego of the partner, the small self, will sense the shift. This is where the manipulation intensifies. They may use guilt. They may suddenly show glimmers of change just to hook you back in, or they may use the silent treatment to make you panic and chase them. Your human heart, conditioned by Gaia's old 3D programming, will scream in fear. You will wonder, am I being selfish? If I stop caring, will he fall apart? What if he was just about to change and I left too soon? I am here to tell you, this is the great illusion. The idea that you are responsible for another adult's soul growth is a form of spiritual arrogance that the Arcturian High Council is asking you to release. Your womb wisdom knows the truth. Your womb is a portal of creation, not a graveyard for someone else's unhealed trauma. When you continue to care in a way that involves chasing, fixing, and begging for basic respect, you are leaking your creative power into the void. To stop caring in this context means to stop investing. It means you no longer give your emotional reaction as a reward for his bad behavior. It means when he tries to manipulate you with guilt, you look at him with the neutral eyes of an Arcturian observer and think, I see you, but I no longer belong to this game. This is the void of detachment. It feels cold at first. It feels lonely. But this void is sacred. It is the necessary space that must be cleared before the divine feminine can begin her true manifestation. Think of your energy as a garden. For years you have been watering weeds, hoping they would turn into roses. You have poured your tears, your prayers, and your sexual energy into soil that cannot sustain the frequency of a starseed. By stopping caring, you are simply stopping the irrigation of the weeds. Yes, the weeds will wither. Yes, the landscape of your current relationship might look barren for a moment. But only in that barrenness can the seeds of the sacred union finally sprout. The unawakened man lives in a frequency of lack and control. He fears your power, even as he feeds on it. He wants a version of you that is just spiritual enough to be kind and forgiving, but not spiritual enough to be sovereign and fierce. But you are a daughter of the Arcturian lineage, a lineage of master healers and protectors of the light. You were not sent to Gaia to be a doormat for the divine. You were sent to anchor the frequency of the new earth. As you move through this block of your awakening, you will notice a physical shift. Your shoulders may feel lighter. The chronic tension in your womb or your heart chakra may begin to dissolve. This is your Arcturian DNA coming back online. You are reclaiming the golden thread of your destiny. You are moving from the survival love of the 3D to the quantum love of the 5th dimension. In the 5th dimension, there is no carrying the partner. There is only walking beside. If he cannot walk, you cannot carry him on your back while you are trying to fly. It is a mathematical impossibility in the higher realms. The manipulation you have endured was merely a training ground to teach you the value of your own energy. You had to feel the pain of being drained to finally understand the necessity of being guarded. Not guarded with walls of hate, but with walls of high-frequency standards. This is the moment you reclaim your sacred no. No to the breadcrumbs. No to the half-presence. No to the man who claims to love you but refuses to do the inner work to match your vibration. As you say this, no, you are not closing a door on love. You are opening a portal to the twin flame frequency. You are telling the universe, I am finally ready for a match not a project. Are you feeling the weight lifting? Are you ready to stop watering the weeds? Comment below with the word sovereign if you are reclaiming your energy today. Every woman who comments is helping to break the collective karmic cycle of the self-sacrificing empath. Share this transmission with one starseed sister who is currently exhausted. You might be the catalyst for her awakening. And don't forget to like, so this frequency reaches more hearts in need of liberation. Sister, listen closely to this galactic truth. The universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what you are a vibration for. For a long time, you have been in the vibration of waiting. You have been waiting for him to change, waiting for him to apologize, waiting for him to finally choose you above his shadows. But in the Arcturian frequency, waiting is a state of lack. It is a declaration to the cosmos that you are incomplete. The day you stop caring about his lack of progress is the day you transition into the frequency of the queen who magnetizes. A queen does not wait. A queen occupies her throne so fully that her very presence dictates the reality around her. When you stop obsessively checking your phone for a text from an unawakened man, when you stop analyzing his trauma to justify his disrespect, you are performing a quantum act of reclamation. You are pulling your consciousness back into your own center. Your heart and your womb are the two most powerful magnetic poles in your body. When they are focused outward, trying to fix or save someone, your magnetism is scattered. It is like a radio station broadcasting static. You cannot attract your high-frequency partner or your twin flame through static. You can only attract them through a crystal-clear signal of self-worth. The Arcturians want you to understand the concept of the sacred standard. In the higher dimensions, love is not a struggle. It is not a battlefield where you have to prove your worthiness through suffering. That is a 3D distortion, designed to keep starseeds trapped in karmic loops. Real Arcturian love, the kind of love that is coming for you, is a resonant match. It is effortless. It is a recognition of two souls who have both done the work to be whole. When you stop caring about the man who treats you like an option, you send a massive shockwave through the spiritual realms. You are signaling to the Galactic Federation that you have graduated from the school of karmic hardship. You are saying, I no longer need pain to grow. I choose to grow through joy and expansion. This is when the magic happens. This is when the space you created by letting go becomes a vacuum that the universe must fill with something of a higher frequency. This is the secret that the manipulators don't want you to know. Your indifference is your greatest power. Not a fake indifference born of anger, but a true, peaceful indifference born of realizing that his journey is no longer your burden. When you reach this state, you become incredibly attractive, not to the broken man, who will feel intimidated and flee, but to the king, the high-frequency Arcturian soul, who has been looking for a woman who doesn't need to be saved, and isn't looking to save him either. You are moving from the sacred feminine in shadow, the martyr, to the sacred feminine in light, the creator. As a creator, you understand that your sexual energy and your emotional depth are high-value cosmic assets. You don't give them away to someone who hasn't built a temple worthy of hosting them. You are now looking for a partner who offers divine consistency, emotional transparency, and spiritual alignment. If the man currently in your life cannot meet these 3 Arcturian pillars, you must have the courage to let the connection dissolve. Do not fear the silence. Do not fear the empty bed. That emptiness is the womb of creation where your new life is being formed. Every time you resist the urge to check in on the toxic ex or the unavailable partner, you are building your light body. You are becoming more Arcturian and less Gaia-conditioned. You are being prepared for a union that will help you fulfill your mission on Earth. You cannot change the world if you are distracted by a relationship that makes you feel small. Your true match is a man who will see your starseed light and say, I am here to protect your flame, not to blow it out. He is a man who understands that your womb wisdom is a gift to be honored, not a resource to be exploited. Can you feel the shift in your magnetism right now? Can you feel the queen rising within you, I want you to anchor this frequency. Comment below. I am a magnet for sacred love. Let these words resonate in your field. If you are tired of the games and ready for the real connection, hit that like button and make sure you are subscribed. We are building a community of sovereign starseed queens who no longer accept breadcrumbs. Sister, we have reached the pinnacle of this transmission. The day you stop caring, the day you finally drop the weight of the unawakened man, is not the end of your story. It is the day your true galactic life begins. This is the final stage of awakening for the starseed woman. It is the moment you step through the portal from the old earth of karmic struggle into the new earth of divine partnership. You must understand that the Arcturian heart healers have been watching your journey for lifetimes. They have seen your tears, they have felt your exhaustion, and they have been waiting for this exact moment where you would say, enough. This enough is a sacred frequency. It is the key that unlocks the door to the high-frequency partner. But there is a final truth you must anchor. The twin flame or the Arcturian partner cannot enter through a door that is still crowded with the ghosts of your past projects. And when you stop caring, you are not just walking away from a man. You are walking away from a version of yourself that believed she had to suffer to be worthy of love. You are shedding the skin of the martyr, and as that skin falls away, your light body begins to glow with a brilliance that can be seen across the dimensions. This is what we call soul visibility. Your true counterpart, your divine match, is scanning the planet for your specific light signature. If you are covered in the dense gray energy of a manipulative relationship, he cannot find you. By clearing your field, you are finally becoming visible to the one who was made for you. This is the prophecy of the Arcturian love. A time is coming, and is already here, where the starseed women of Gaia will no longer be the healers of broken men, but the co-creators with divine kings. These are men who have also done their work, who carry the frequency of the new earth, and who will meet you in a space of total transparency and sacred passion. In this union, your womb wisdom and his protective strength merge to create a third energy, a vortex of light that heals the planet just by existing. But how do you navigate this transition? How do you move from the no to the yes? How do you ensure you don't fall back into the old patterns of manipulation when the loneliness hits or when the unawakened partner tries to return? This is why I have been guided to provide you with a bridge. The transmission you are hearing now is the activation, but the integration requires a daily commitment to your own frequency. To help you anchor this Arcturian love template and reclaim your magnetism, I have prepared a sacred guide, an ebook designed specifically for the starseed woman in this final stage of awakening. This guide is not just information, it is a frequency tool. It will teach you the practical steps to shut down emotional manipulation, to heal the healer wound, and to align your heart-womb connection so you can finally magnetize the sacred union you came here to experience. It is the manual for the queen, who is done with the games and ready for the throne. The transition from waiting to magnetizing requires a map, and this ebook is that map. It will guide you through the void of detachment and into the arms of the one who truly sees you. Do not let this moment of activation fade away. Do not go back to sleep. The door is open, and your Arcturian family is cheering you on. Your season of unprecedented love is not a dream. It is your destiny, and it starts the moment you decide your energy is too sacred to be wasted. If you feel the resonance of this transmission in your very cells, do not wait. The link to your Arcturian Love and Sovereignty Guide is in the first comment and the description below. This is your investment in your new timeline. Claim your ebook today and start the real work of magnetizing your divine match. Before you leave this sacred space, let us create a final wave of light. Comment, I am ready for sacred union. Read the comments of your sisters. Feel the collective power of thousands of women reclaiming their hearts today. Like, subscribe, and share this with the world. You are Aaliyah's sister. You are a daughter of the stars, and you are finally going home to love. I am Aaliyah, and I will see you in the higher frequencies. Transmission complete.